Cool. So, do you all know how to body test?
We're gonna learn.
Okay. All right. I'll go to I'll stay in gallery so I can see you all. The thing is, if we want to test something, we use our body. If we test with a dowsing rod or something else, doesn't matter, because the body is the instrument, and the thing is just like the hand on the clock. It's not the clock itself. So the easiest thing for testing is to use your body like this. I stand like this so you can see it. I'll just say, give me a yes, and I will fall forward. Just stay elastic and ask, give me a yes. Don't fall to the floor.
Yes.
I'm falling for you, Katrin.
Okay, and then we go for give me a no. For some people, this is much harder.
Sorry, what did we say again for this one?
Give me a no and see what happens then. Okay. Trina falls out of
I also have a leg that's giving out for contact, so.
Okay. So, and the other thing you can test is, my name is Katrin. Is this true? Yes.
Okay.
And you can counter test. My name is
True.
My name is Tammy. No, my body will say no, because it's not true, and your body doesn't lie.
Oh, my name's Katrin.
Just take your time.
And there's Thomas.
Oh, it's not Thomas.
Some people test differently. It's the easiest way if you do the forward backward thing. But I have somebody who's going to the left or the right.
Oh.
But this is just try to ask, give me my yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
What is your yes is your yes.
Is everyone forward, backward? Like
Yep.
forward, yeah, backward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's something you can do in the supermarket. You know, you just take something in your hand and ask, is this good for me? Can I eat that? It's the easiest thing. Or I take a pot of whatever moisturizer in my hands and ask, is this good for my skin? I mean, most of the time I fall backwards because it's never good.
Huh?
So that's an easy thing to do. And that's the same with this other kinesiological testing methods. Give me a yes, you can hold it. If give me a no, you will flip off. So this is, if you can hold the tension, it will be a yes. If your body is not able to hold the tension, it will flip off. So that's the no. It's always the same. I like this one. Give me a yes. So the inner hand can hold the pressure. And when it's a no, it will clap. Very easy. But sometimes it's definitely better to have something like an instrument that takes us even more out of our own judgment. And that's why I prefer the tensor. So we will do a little bit of theoretical stuff. I will share it with you, the seminar. So my method is called Urlicht Neuner, which is the primordial light vector 9. I will show you what vector means in new homeopathy in a moment. We will not go too deeply into that because we will take too much time, but it is something I will just show you, and then you can go on practicing by yourself. So, yeah. The pioneer of the energetic information transmission, which is an information medicine, new homeopathy, was Erich Körbler. He's a physicist and scientist who developed this method. And he found out that the best testing method, better than any electrical instrument, is the dowsing rod and your own body, because it's so much more sensitive than any machine. And he could, he found out that you could draw with a simple pencil. If you draw a line on a piece of paper, you can measure electrical currents through the graphite of the pencil. And this is measurable. And you can also measure when you paint like a line on the body or a sinus curve on the body, you can measure the tension of the skin before and after, and something will change. And so he developed the method of painting symbols on the body to heal certain problems, physical problems, and it's always connected to the traditional Chinese medicine, to the meridians and to the acupuncture points. So this is what he found out. And the basis is that if this is your own individual frequency curve, and you have another curve from something, another person, something in your environment, a problem, a trauma, a physical injury, that will change your individual frequency curve and throw it off its usual vibration. And this is what we measure with the tensor. This is called a vector. And to reverse this effect is the method of painting on symbols on the body, or informing water with an information to realign with your own frequency. So you can read all this stuff about the scientific background when I send you the document.
So
It's what we do is we imprint an information on a vibrational curve, and this has an effect. Sending messages with your cell phone is nothing different. So if somebody tells you, I don't believe in that, then tell him, throw away your cell phone. It cannot work because you don't believe it. It's totally impossible. So everything is electromagnetic currents, everything. We have water-filled sacs where electromagnetic currents flow, nothing else on the physical level. So
Well, that's punctuated by that thing that Allison shared last week, that we're basically all water and salt.
yes, you are water and salt.
And that water is, yeah, that webinar, whatever, interview was really, really good.
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's really great. And I immediately worked with that with my group and said, just communicate with the waters in you. And they loved it. I just thought, I've never thought about that. And said, you're all doing water transfer with the symbols, and that's the background. Water is intelligent and communicate with it.
Well, I was swimming last week, and it was like, I'm like, this is like a religious experience now that I know that water is source, basically. It's like,
yeah. And that's what Jacqueline's talking about since such a long time. The waters of the planet are communicating and informing, and
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're just scratching the
that's
surface
fascinating.
too.
No, I've noticed since I started doing body work with my chronic pain. When I go and walk, I'll do it in oceans, lakes, rivers. I do it everywhere, and I can float. Even if there's like a lot of buoyancy, like sometimes my face will go under the water, but my nose will be out, and I can just lay there and I'll float for a very long time, sometimes like a half an hour, and it's so good.
Oh, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So nice.
So we'll just go on to what we do before we start dowsing. That is important. The thing is, you need to take yourself out of the process. I mean, your thinking mind, your opinions, your wishes, they have to stay outside. Otherwise, you're not able to test correctly. So it doesn't take a lot. It's just about asking yourself, is my mind free of preconceived notions and desires? And then testing, is it a yes or is it a no? And also confirm this by saying my mind is free of preconceived notions and desires and opinions. And to make sure that this is the right thing, we will start with, go forward with the pre-test. Step one. Step one is, I will stop sharing so you can watch better, because you will have the documents later to read it and practice. Everybody who has worked with me has seen this. I'll go, let me see. If I translate it right, I will go to the other screen. So step one is you test if your right and left brain hemispheres are connected. So test it up. Am I testable? Yes. Yes. So I just go on my head or a little bit above my head, because there's my aura. I can see it here. I'm testable, left, right. So we will do that again when we started using the tensor. I will just say it for once. And if there is a no, your left and right brain hemispheres are not connected, then you need to go from the testable side, just stroke over to the non-testable side and harmonize it. Or you can always get up, shake, drink enough water, and be in an as relaxed state as possible. The next step is I will test the back of my head. Am I testable? I need another yes here, because on the
Festival.
the back of your head will stand for your momentary mental situation. So if you're able to test, if you're mentally okay to go testing. The next thing is here, the anchor point at the top of your head, that's LG20.
Am I testable?
Here you test for electrosmog. If you get a no here, you're in too much electrical currents in your room.
Oh.
And then you have to look at the electrosmog symbol. The electrosmog symbol is this one. This is the electrosmog symbol Erich Körbler developed. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That will bring you, just look at that for some time. So Am I testable, testable, testable? Yes. And then you go to the upmost vertebrae in the back of your head and test if your geopathic influences. So if the room is okay.
Is the room okay?
That's the basic thing. It's a thing of seconds. You know, you will find your practice. Am I testable? Yes, 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 yes. And then you can also ask, are there any attachments at me?
Are these differentiations in that document, Katrine?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then if there's any, what did you say, any entities?
Yeah, if you have if something's on you, then you need to, if you have the feeling that something is attached to you, that something's sucking energy from you.
Yeah.
Just calm down and say, all energies that are not mine have to leave now. Just send them away very clearly. We're never helpless.
When do you want us to
No.
do this? Do you want us to do this now or in a few minutes?
Yeah, we will just start practicing, and then you can read about this later and practice it once again. Now, I guess we don't have a problem in this group.
It's amazing how quickly the thing bobs, eh? Because we didn't really train the dowsing stick. We just trained our body.
We will just come to that now. We will test for our yes and no. So, first of all, nothing's wrong if your yes is this. There are different kinds of polarizations. So some people have a vertical yes, some people have a horizontal yes. Both is totally okay. It's just clear that you found out what is my yes. And we will do that now. You'll get up, grab your tensor and ask, give me a yes. Okay, Tammy's vertical. Trina's vertical. Jody, I can't see. Allison's vertical. Okay. Next thing is, when you got an answer, you stop the rod.
Yeah.
Because when you ask your question, you receive your answer, and then you stop. Because otherwise, the tensor will go woo and take every vibration that's in the room and just go around and thinks, what's here that's interesting? Like a dog. So, and now we go to give me a no. That's a little bit more difficult because some people have difficulty saying no, but give me a no, give me a clear no. Yay, good. Stop. Okay. You can do the same test with your name, with the name test. Is my name Tammy? And so on. And wait for the answer. And the other way around with another name. You all got it? That's all it is. Yes and no. That's the most important thing you need to you need to know. And this is called the quality, the decision test. So we have a decision, yes or no. And with this decision test, you can do almost everything. For example, if you want to grab one of the things, for example, like coffee, then I will ask, is this coffee good for me? Yes. Is this coffee good for me now? No. So the most important thing is precise asking. So if you grab, for example, a sack of salt, if you want to test the salt you're using, for example, and you take the box of salt you have and ask, can I eat this salt? Yes, of course you can, but it's not good for you. So ask precise questions. Is this salt of a good quality? Can I use this for my food? Or, for example, if you grab a bottle of laundry detergent and ask, can I drink this? It will probably give you a yes, because you can. If you ask, is this good for me to drink? You will receive a no. This is really important. Ask a precise questions and don't have another 5 questions in the back of your head at the same time. Because then you will receive rubbish answers. So if you want to take one of your things, and we will just go around. I will go to speaker view, and we will just ask, oh, somebody's calling. One after the other. Tammy, do you want to start? Do you have something you want to check out?
Yeah, I do. I haven't checked to see if I'm testable yet, because I wasn't sure if I should be doing it when you were doing it, or
No, that's all good. That's all good. You're testable.
you just did a speed test on me. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we'll go back to this when you're really safe and with your yes or no.
okay. So if I hold the thing up and then ask the question of like, is this supplement good for me, sort of thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to clear it.
You can get up and step back if you want, then I can see you better.
So I'll say, is this hormone good for me? Is that what I should say?
Yeah, try.
Okay, so is this hormone good for me? Okay.
Then start asking, shall I use it daily?
Okay, I was gonna say, can I narrow it down now? Okay, so should I use it daily? Okay, should I use it 3 times daily? Oh, no. Interesting. Okay, should I use it 2 times daily? I'm getting a circle.
Yeah, that's yeah, don't know.
And should I use it once daily? I'm getting a no. Well, so
No.
maybe it's like, oh, now I'm getting a circle. So maybe it's between, okay, is it once to twice daily based on my intuition? Oh, I'm getting a circle again. This is,
Okay, how do you dose this? By pumping? Or
yeah.
okay, is it 1.5 pumps or
Oh, so you want me to ask that?
yeah?
Is it 1.5 pumps once a day? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can, if it's very indecision, then you can talk with the rod. You're starting to train this, because it's really important. When you started driving, you had to learn it. So it's the same with the dowsing rod. In the beginning, you can really ask for clear answers, please. And can I have a clear yes or a clear no?
Okay.
Because it's the same, like when you start driving. In the beginning, you have to really intentionally use the gear stick, and after some years, you have no idea how you came from point A to point B. You just did it. It's the same with this. It's just training, practicing, and finding out how to ask the right questions. And if you're getting a strange answer, go back to, am I testable? Am I asking the right question? No? Okay. So I think again, if I have asked the right question or not. Or you can also ask, am I receiving precise answers? And when there's a no, there might be something that has changed in the room.
Okay.
That the atmosphere in the room has changed, or you have an energy is coming in that you don't like, and so you go back to making sure the room is okay. There's always a reason if something doesn't work, and you can ask me if there's something strange, and always go back to make sure your room is okay and you're ready for testing. You don't have, sometimes it's just wearing a watch can be a disturbing field, or your cell phone has to go to the next room, or you have to switch off the computer or the TV or whatever to get rid of influences, or you need more water because you're dehydrated.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's also jewelry. I had that was picture book. I had a woman in in a seminar who always got total rubbish answers, and then I went. I asked, does she have any disturbing fields on her? Yes. What is it? Jewelry? And she had a pendant, and I said, oh, what is that? This is for against electro smog. And I said, how does it work? There's a battery in it.
Oh dear.
Throw it in the wastebasket. This is crazy. You don't want to wear a battery on your heart, do you? What an idea.
Probably paid a lot of money for that.
Probably, yes. And when she got rid of it, and all was good. So yeah, all those devices. So there's always a root cause if something doesn't work. Maybe it's from the outside, maybe it's your inner state that doesn't want to test, or somebody is attached to you, and there's too much vibrations of other people around. So who wants next?
Allison's on my screen. You're next.
Allison,
Sure.
you have something
Okay.
to test?
Yep.
Good.
I've got some castor oil here.
Ah,
I was totally just thinking about oil this morning. That's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, that was random.
Okay, so I hold it and I'm gonna say, is this good for my body?
Mm.
Ooh, big bounce. Wow.
so is it good for internal use?
I'm not planning on using it internally. So
Okay.
I'd rather ask, is it good? Oh, do you want me to ask it then?
Yeah, ask it.
Oh, okay. Is this good for internal use?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Is this good for external use?
Yes. You could also ask, can I use it daily?
Okay. Can I use this daily?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be a yes, because yes, she can use it like, shouldn't it be like,
Yes.
should I use it daily?
Ask, should I use it daily?
Should I use this twice a day?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
Oh, I know why you're asking.
Should I use this 3 times a day? Oh, okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can also ask, shall I put it on my salad?
On my salad.
Yeah.
Um, should I use this on my elbow? Okay.
Good. What is it? Castor oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please ask if it would be helpful to use helichrysum?
What?
Helichrysum. This is a special essential oil.
Would it be helpful to use helichrysum?
Yes.
Oh, so what does that mean? With this together with it?
Yeah, you can mix that in because this is I have a friend who uses this for a surgery scar on her knee, and it was, the results are amazing.
Really?
It's a very, very expensive
Just on my
essential
elbow.
oil, but it's very high potential.
Okay. I've got a cyst on my elbow that I'm trying to use it for.
Yeah. Great. Good
Okay.
idea. I use castor oil for my eyelashes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've heard about that. And I have this thing on my eye, and I was wondering if I should stick it next to my eye, but I had to look up and see if it was safe for the eye. But I guess if
Yeah,
What's
you need to be very careful. Yeah. Don't
What are
drop
you
it.
using it? Why are you using it for your eyelashes?
This is a very, very old method to strengthen the eyelashes.
I didn't know.
Always
it
been
needed
there.
strengthening.
What your grandmother did.
What?
So, mhm.
Okay, this is new to me.
Mhm.
okay, thank you. I'm just gonna let the dog in.
Great. Trina.
Okay. Let me.
There's something you want to check out.
Yeah, I have a supplement here that's been suggested to me. Got it. Okay. Do you want me to establish the baseline first? For the yes and no, or?
I saw that it's working quite well with you.
Okay. All right. So should I take this daily?
Do you want to start with, should I take this in general, or like, is this good for me, sort of thing? Or-
If you can take it daily, then ask how many.
So what, okay, should.
What is it, powder or capsules or?
Capsules.
Yeah.
Should I take this once daily? Should I take this twice daily? Oops. Should I take this 3 times daily?
That's a strong yes.
It starts circulating.
It was up and down. Should
Okay.
I take this 4 times daily? Now it's kind of circling.
Mhm.
Oh no, and it's a no. It's a hard no.
Yeah, sometimes it would start as a circle and then it would go into a no for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 times daily. Okay. What does it say to take? I don't even know.
What is it?
It's a supplement for my lungs. So it's got NAC, that is grapeseed, zinc, B, C, D3, and E, and
Mhm.
LA. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
anyway, because I have so much mucus.
Okay. You can also ask on a daily basis, and you can also ask now, shall I take it for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or it's all questions you can ask.
Okay.
Duration too. Good point.
Yeah, it does say to take it. Who can read these things? 3 times a day.
Oh,
3 times a day.
okay.
So that worked out. Okay, and I'll ask it all those follow-up questions. Or do you want me to
Yeah,
give it?
ask 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Okay. Should I take these supplements for 1 week? That's a no.
Mm-mm.
Should I take these supplements for 2 weeks? No. Should I take these supplements for 3 weeks? Okay. Should I take these supplements for a month?
Okay.
All right, so it's a month.
Right.
3 times a day for a month.
One more thing I want to point out is, I'll go back. Can you see me completely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see me. The thing is, make sure that you're standing elastically. Yeah, you're not stiff.
Okay.
And the left hand is the receiving hand. So try
That's
to
the
have
item
it
you should be
open,
holding.
or you grab your thing. Of course, you can grab your thing, and or if you ask a general question where you don't grab on anything, you just have your left hand open because it's the receiving hand. If you're left-handed, it can be the other way around. It doesn't have to. So, and then make sure that you hold your rod not too tight and not too flabby. Just a nice grab, and don't cross over anything like this. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just like this. Okay, that's important. And then your elastic and have your elbows elastic, nothing that is fixed
Rigid.
anywhere. Nothing, no crossed legs. You know that. Okay, that's important. And so, Jody, do you have anything you want to test out? You want to
I do. Yeah, I have a supplement that I've been on
Okay.
for a while and I'm just want to check. So can you see me okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is this supplement good for me? That seems like a yes.
Mhm.
Should I take this once per day? That's a yes.
Mhm.
Which I've been on it for a long time. So,
You want to ask about duration, like how long you should be on it?
yeah, maybe. Should I take this for another 3 months? Yes.
What is it?
It's glucogel, joint and cartilage support, because I have some degeneration in my my back
Oh, interesting.
and my SI joint. Yeah. I need to get
Ask if the dosage is right that you're
Okay.
taking.
Is the dosage that I am taking right for the supplement? Oh, it seems to be going to a no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have the same result.
Yeah.
More?
Yeah. Do I need to take more of the supplement per day? Oh, no.
Hmm.
How many
'Cause I
are you
was-
taking the day?
Just 2 at dinner.
Okay.
And
So
it seemed okay with
check
that.
out if one is enough.
Is 1 enough for me to take per day? Yeah, that seemed to be right. Because I
Ask if
take
the-
2. I
Ask
do
if
take
dinner
2 at a
is the
time.
right time.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
might ask, shall I take 2, but at different times?
Should I take 2 of these at different times during the day? Yes. Okay. My intuition is telling me to ask 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner.
Mhm.
Should I take 1 at breakfast and 1 at dinner? Yes. Okay.
So you probably have the better effect.
Spread out a bit.
Mhm.
Okay, I have 2 left. I need to get more.
Off to the store you go.
Jumana, send me some.
Okay. Do you have any
Thank you.
questions about how to use this with
Hmm.
the things we were, these basics we were trying now?
I guess, you get an answer, like you were saying at the beginning, you were asking the question and you said, is this right for me now or whatever? So we should keep checking in from time to time because
Mhm.
whatever it is might change, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you can, those things like food, drinks, supplements, medicine, all that stuff is good for testing in the beginning. But you can also, if you feel more secure in testing, you can go over to, for example, ask when you receive an email that you think, okay, lovely, was this necessary? Of course, you never answer right away, but you can then, if you answer, you can afterwards, if you write the email, take your tensor and ask, can I write this any better? Is anything missing? Should I add something? Am I writing back from a heart-based point of view? It's interesting how often you receive a no. Read again. Very simple stuff. Or you feel obliged to do this or that, and just ask, is it to my highest best to do this? Is this necessary? Shall I do it anyway? Why? Because I learned something from it? Or is this just appealing to me to go to this party or that? Or where does the decision come from, or the wish come from to go there? Would it be better for me to stay home? Or you can also, I mean, I always just ask the universe to check it out for me, and the answer will come at the right time. But you can test literally everything you're doing, and it's a very good practice to work with to work with the tensor as often as possible, because then you will have a routine, and especially because with the time you don't have to ask yourself anymore if you're testable. You should, but you become trained in not letting your thinking mind go in. It happens very rarely, because I'm so, this is like another limp for me. that I don't go in testing anymore with any opinions.
Neutral.
And the neutral state is something that also comes with testing, because when in the beginning, when your answers are somehow muddy or not precise, you will start questioning yourself. And this is why you need to practice with simple, non-important stuff, so that when the important stuff comes up, you know how to do it.
So this could translate to gardening too, because your plants, you can ask your plants questions, and then the tensor can help get the answers.
And this is one of the things that is in here in the document that you can do as a homework. And where is it? We'll come to this later. You can ask for the energy of the room, and you can arrange your home, for example, with furniture, with decoration stuff, with plants. Do you want to stay in this room? Is this the right place for you? So it's a little bit of feng shui you can train with.
You can ask your furniture too.
Oh yeah. If you have inherited stuff, for example, from mom, grandma, whoever, it may contain an energy.
Yeah.
So you can ask, is there any information stored in you? And then you can also ask, is this energy neutral, or is it beneficial for me? And when you have a no, you need to have a pot of salt and put it in and neutralize it. Take off this energy, because in your home there shouldn't be anything that has less than a neutral energy.
So is there like perhaps the next level of this workshop where we can start not manipulating, that's not the but healing things around us? Or like
well, that would go into the method. I would have to think about that. But you can always do that just with intention. I mean, everything is always only about giving a command from a heart-based point, and ask, okay, I now make sure that you're in source connection. I'm connected to source, and I ask my guidance, my little helpers, everybody who is willing to support me and who is connected to source, to help me, and any energy that is not how do you say, of my own core essence, has to leave right now, forever, 100%. Very clear commands. I do that all the time with before I go to bed. Cleaning all energies that are not of my own, all foreign thoughts, emotions, images that have come into my field have to leave, that are not my own right now. And then fill up with the light of source, so that there's no empty space to be filled by anything you don't want. And if you feel any attachment, you can send it away. Just, you have to leave now. And because I say so, it has happened.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
Julie.
question. Yeah. Is it always better to stand when you're doing your testing? Like, can you sit, or is it better to stand?
You can sit, but in the beginning, I would recommend to stand.
Okay.
So if you have enough practice, I work sitting all the time, but sometimes I have the need to get up and stand because I have a very strong, my rod will go everywhere, and then it will chunk on my table. That's
Uh,
so, but usually, of course, you can sit if you have enough space and you can sit comfortably and you can do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What if you're emotionally attached to the answer? Like, have you ever done it sort of blind, where you write
Yes.
the answer on a sheet of paper? Is that what you do? Put it on a sheet of paper, put it
Yes.
face down, and
Yes,
then
that's
test?
what I do. You
Okay.
have to think about what you write on the paper, if it's yes or no, or if it's true or false. Depends on the question.
Okay.
And then you put them face down and mix them.
Yep.
And then you go, what is the correct answer for my question? Hand on it? Yes. No. Just put your hand on it or point at it. That's very easy. I do that especially with things that are that concern myself and where I think maybe I'm not totally neutral and it might be better. What you can also do if you have oracle cards or the symbol cards or something like that, you can test out if you don't want to draw by intuition, you can test out which cards you want. So for example, in the beginning of the year, I do great oracle. So I'll go to my cards and ask who wants to be in. So I had 3 different of my 10 card decks said yes. So, and then I asked how many cards from this deck, how many cards from this deck, and how many cards from this deck. And then I partly just took one by intuition, or I take two hives and say, is the card I need today for as an impulse for my day in this? No. Is it in here? Yes. And then you can go with smaller and smaller hives and until you have 4 left over, and then you just go by finger. Is it this, or this? Can do everything with this. Everything can be boiled down to a yes and no if you ask the right question.
Yeah, because I've seen you with your binder. It's like, is it on this quadrant of the page or that quadrant? And then you distill down from there.
For example, if you have a catalog of positive affirmations, positive beliefs, you can just go with the hand. Is it in this part of the answers? Is it in here? And then just ask which is the sentence, the affirmation that is suitable for the moment or this day or whatever the question was.
Okay.
And then you can also ask, what shall I do with it? Shall I put it under my bed tonight, or shall I stick it on my mirror? Shall I put my water glass on it and drink the informed water, for example?
Can you ask questions about other people?
If they are okay with that, when it has something to do with you now and something that concerns you, you can ask. Of course, you can ask. If it's just somebody else and you're curious, no.
So let's just say, like, for your child, right?
Yes, of course. If your child is young, your children are your children. You can ask.
Okay. And so you're asking the rod, like, is this soccer team good for my child, or or whatever the thing is.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's not colliding with its own free will,
Yeah.
you can just have an idea.
Yeah.
But for example, if you have a conflict with somebody, of course you're allowed to ask, what is it? Is there a manipulation? Is there a sabotage happening? Is this person draining my energy? Yes, what can I do? And then just there's a wonderful technique that is called the stick person technique. So you draw two little figures and connect them with the chakras, and then you just decouple it and take off the energies of another person. You could do that just like that, or just like a scissors. All energies of this person are taken off of me right now, and just cut it through.
Is the stick person thing a piece of paper that you
Yeah. I have it in German only, and in French. I don't know if the stick person method is also, if it's available on YouTube in English. You should have a look. It's awesome. It's totally
interesting.
harmless, but it works.
Okay.
There's loads of things you can test, and
but you
if you-
don't take yours out though, your rod. It's always at home, and then you just do body testing when you're out.
yeah. Usually I do body testing, or when I travel, I take my little one with me, of course, or I always have a pendulum somewhere in my purse
Oh, really?
if I need it. Usually I don't.
Yeah.
And when I go grocery shopping, or I will body test.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing. And I, sometimes interesting. You want to buy this T-shirt, but your body says, you don't need it. And you can also ask for the material of whatever clothes you have. Like, is this the right energy for me? Is this good for me?
Yeah, I learned through a post today that
Mhm.
each fabric has different frequency to it. Like
Yeah.
linen is the best, it has the highest frequency, but you don't wear linen and wool together. And yeah, so it's interesting.
Well, you don't have to be too attached to that, but if you wear a lot of synthetic stuff, you will just feel it's not the right energy. I especially feel this only since a short time, actually, because I'm in apparel design. I'm an activewear designer. Of course, we work with polyester and polyamides, and because they are functional, and so I had never had a negative notion to that. But especially with my shoes, I realized that I definitely prefer leather shoes from whatever synthetic sneakers, or I cannot wear my Crocs anymore. No way. I cannot walk on plastic, because it's just not good for your grounding. So if you test and you have, I wear this espadrille with the straw soles at home, or leather flip-flops.
These are great glare ups.
Yeah, felt and leather.
Yeah.
It's just energetically better. I mean, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't wear rubber boots when it's raining. It's just to be aware of it is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can also test if you should go somewhere for if it makes sense to. I often feel drawn to buy yet another online course to the 20 others I haven't done yet. So
Mm-hmm.
and then I just ask, is this beneficial for me? Should I do that? I always get a clear no. No, don't do it. You don't need it. If I ask, is this a good online course? It will give me yes. But if I ask, do I need it? I will have a no.
Okay,
Saves a lot of money.
I guess so.
Yeah. So there's one more thing I want to share with you. I guess we won't go in that. I will just show it to you, and we might have another appointment to go deeper in there. And this is the oh, there's one more thing we need to do, but this is the vectors, the vector calibration. So everybody who has worked with me had heard me asking for a vector.
Mm-hmm.
And the vector is the degree of the disturbance of your own frequency vibration. So if the problem is in vector 8, it directly collides with your own vibration. So if we have vector 1 is your regular vibration. Vector 2 is a very slight difference. 3, 4. From vector 4, we start taking care of things. And every vector has a special movement. I will show you mine. So there are 3 different. As you are all vertically calibrated, the horizontal one is out of the game, but some people have a little bit of different. So when I ask, give me vector 1, clear 1. When I ask, give me vector 2, it will be a horizontal egg. Give me vector 3, this will be full circle. Give me vector 4, it will be a standing egg. Give me vector 5, this is the same as my now. Give me vector 6, and it goes the other way around to a standing egg. Give me vector 7, vector 8. So if it goes the right way around, it's vector 2. If it goes the left way around, it's vector 8. And vector 8 is the worst. And if I ask for the vector 9, this will be a vector 9. So with a much higher amplitude, which is the ideal vibration. In contrast to the regular vibration, the 9 will be the ideal amplitude. So this is something you don't need, but you can keep in the back of your head if you want to go into this and see if you want to have a quality test. The other one is the decision test. And this is a quality test because you find out the quality of the problem. One more thing that I want to share with you is the Bovis life force units. And I will translate this for you and send it to you. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This is very useful. So I have it here as well. You can print it out. Mm-hmm. And then you can put, for example, your glass of water here in the circle. Right there, where test object. And then you can ask with your finger which Bovis unit is given here for this water, for example. So on the left side, where we have the oranges and the red, we have the degrading forces. In the middle, we have the regular life force unit that is the neutral state. Monsieur Bovy, who was French, invented this system. So on the left side are things like, how do you say, I need to translate this. Wait a second. Yeah, like stimulants, drinks, alcoholic beverages, soft drinks, sweets, poisons, whatever, you know. So on this side, we have coma and death. So when the life force unit is at 0, you're dead. Okay? So if you have a food that is in the life force, in the Bovis unit of 0, don't eat it. Okay? It won't do you any good. So, and when we go to the right side, we have the forces that give you energy. The left side is the forces that drain energy from you, and on the right side, you will receive energy. Or real foods, live foods, or medicine, true medicine. And this units, meanwhile, since the planet has changed her frequency, we can measure Bovis units over 1 million. So if you go to certain places, a place of power where you love to be, you can ask for the Bovis units, and they might be very, very high. So they give you energy. We all know that. There are certain places where the energy is drained, of course. And if you do that, for example, with different kinds of waters, you can go with your finger, place the water on this list, go with your finger over the list, start at the left side and go over to the right side. And when the tensor turns and you receive a yes, that will be the life force unit. And then you compare with the different water. For example, tap water, spring water, water you have informed with healing energy, or the water when it was pure, and then you inform it with the healing energy, with the symbol, or just by blessing it, and then test again what the life force unit is. You can bless your coffee, and for sure, I promise you, the Bovis unit will be higher afterwards. So this is really interesting for practicing with lots of stuff. But no preconceived opinions. When I made my when I had my exam on this method, and we were practicing all day and learning a lot of new stuff, and we had a lot of cookies and stuff on the table because it was really exhausting. And at the end of the day, I took one of the chocolates and put it on the list, and asked, with my preconceived thoughts about sugar, what Bovis unit does it have for me in this moment? And it was in medicine, because I needed it.
Oh, chocolate's medicine, trust me.
Definitely. Not always, and not too much.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is
interesting.
there's a lot of things you can do with that, and I will translate it for you, and you can print it out on a piece of paper or laminate it, and just put your stuff on it and practice testing with this. It's a beautiful thing. So
Can you show us like you doing that, just so I fully observe it?
yeah, I will
Because you said
try.
you have it on the paper there.
I have it on the paper. So for example, I fake it. I imagine I have my
Water.
my water here, and then I will go around with my finger and ask, so what Bovis unit does it have? And at some point it will just go from no to yes.
Okay.
Or it will have yes, 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 and then suddenly go to no. So when I know, okay, this is the right one, and then I will ask again, is the Bovis unit of 10,000 the right unit? Yes, and then I will know it.
Okay.
And you can also turn it around, so you don't have to go around the bottle with your hands.
Oh.
So you don't have to use it upright, yeah, and place your thing here, but you can also turn it around. It doesn't matter. It's just be clear what you're asking. So this is one more thing to practice. And in the document I will send you, which is this one, there's another Bovis circle, but I prefer the other one. It's nicer to use the open one. So I will send you that. This is an old thing, which is still in there. Okay, and there's a lot more information in this document, and you can practice with it.
So the your deck that you created with the symbols, like, do you integrate the tensor with your cards too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you
I
do that?
I have them all on here. I mean, this is a poster
Okay.
where they're all on. And when I'm, for example, asking for the symbol of the day or the symbol for the next week, I will just go in it. Is it deck 1 or deck 2?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go, is it in this row or in this row, in this row, in this row, this row, okay, and is it this? Very easy.
Huh.
Or I will go with the 2 or 3 different staples. Is it in here? Is it in here? Is it in here? Or how many do I need? What do I do with it? Just ask.
Okay. Information overload? I just kind of feel like there might be a follow-up to this one once we start using them. So.
Yeah, I have a lot of playing around to do for sure.
You've already been tinkering though.
I have been, yeah, I have been. It's been fun.
Yeah, it needs practice.
Have you gotten any interesting answers?
Actually, it's kind of been more affirming than anything else, to be honest. Like, it's just kind of like, and we've been playing around with it, just doing fun things. Like, my partner is always accused of, like, he has 5 kids, so he's always accused of having favorites amongst the 5. And so we asked him that, and he doesn't have any favorites. So I was just like, it's those kinds of things, right? But now I want to try it with the papers. Because
blind asking, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go back and retest it now. So yeah, but a friend of ours was here from Pennsylvania, and he did is it water divining, and like, so he was familiar with the rod from that kind of perspective, and he found water on his property. It was almost 200 feet down, and he found it himself, like using, like, just, I guess, two rods, he said. So yes, it's kind of interesting hearing, like, different uses for the same like intuitive technology, if you will, right?
Yeah, if you want to go into the geomantic thing, I mean, finding water or whatever geopathic energies are coming from the earth, is there ley lines or some earth grids? There are several different earth grids defined, or is there water? You can always, you don't need to use those hooked rods. You can always ask with the finger, how deep is it? 10 meters, 20 meters.
Just keep going.
Yeah. and it's interesting if you go through your rooms and ask if you have any geopathic problems appearing, and there's a lot you can do without moving your bed, for example.
Mhm.
Or if you test for electrosmog and then ask what kind of symbol could be helpful. There's a lot of the electrosmog symbol is, you know how it looks now, and it's in the booklet, so you can draw it or print it out and stick it to your TV and or whatever. It's a lot of stuff you can do with symbols.
There's a psychic in this group that I'm in. We learn about electroculture. So she was on this friend of mine's property, and there was like a dirty line or whatever in the ground. So she put like this thing down, and it's like the 3 spirals, like where they're all combined. I think there's a name for it, to like break it up, and like things, it improved things. So I think that would be interesting to venture into, as well as I've never heard it called. You said geopathics? Yeah, I feel like I'd like to learn more about that personally, is because I'm into gardening, and yeah, it'd be interesting to help people in that way, because there's interferences in our own properties where we could help our environment, like our
you
our
can
sleep.
absolutely ask your plants where they want to sit and who should be their neighbor.
Yeah.
And also a lot of things you can do with a different symbol. There's so many symbol libraries that could be helpful for that.
Oh yeah, because I have some seedlings to plant out now. I could ask them, is this the right place for you? And like use my tensor in the backyard to ask it.
For example, I have this green lily behind my computer. It's huge, and I have it since years, and it just gets a little bit of water, no fertilizer, nothing. And when I had the first encounter with this method, with new homeopathy, I was very drained of energy, and that was my grandmother. But another thing was the electrosmog of my computer, where I'm on the whole day, and my later teacher said, okay, we need a plant. A plant will be the solution for this. And I said, well, I have this green lily here. And she said, yeah. She tested and said, yeah, put it behind. And ever since, this thing it feeds off the electrosmog. And this is especially with orchids and these very simple green lilies. It's a plant everybody has, and it's very good for against electrosmog.
Oh,
And
that's
so I don't
interesting.
need anything else behind this iMac.
Yeah, because I have orchids upstairs and they're not doing well. So I'm like, maybe I should bring it by my computer. Maybe it would be happier.
Yeah, they are good in absorbing this.
Huh.
So yeah, ask your plant if it wants to.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Because I have heard of a woman out west that she full on knows how to communicate with her plants. They'll tell her if they like the music she's playing. They'll tell her if they need fertilizer. They'll like, it's like this whole world that I never even knew about, that plants are communicating back with us. So it's just, we haven't been listening. Right?
Yeah.
So.
I also test my essential oils. What is the right thing for today? The helichrysum.
I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, I was right down.
This one.
Oh, so it's
There's
young living.
another helichrysum. It's the immortal flower. That's the substance Gary Young used to get out of his wheelchair. It's very potent.
Who used it?
Very young.
Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, used that helichrysum, the immortal plant. You can Google it to heal his back, and he could get out of the wheelchair. That's how it all started with Young Living, with the essential oils. And that's what my friend used on her inflamed red horrible scar, and it went from this high to this high.
Ooh.
There's a lot of things you can do with the essential oils.
Maybe
Oh, it
Jody,
grows
it could
in
help
South
with your
Africa.
back.
Mhm.
Would you say, Allison?
It occurs in Africa with 244 species in South Africa.
Where Allison is from.
Many
Yeah.
different kinds. Yeah. So, any more questions?
Can't wait to
Not
try this
yet.
out. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I have a question. Like storing and other people using this and that kind of thing. Like I was reading something that you need to store this like in a, I don't know,
Oh, I have
box or something like that.
a vase
Oh, okay.
with all my rods.
It's very Sputnik.
Yeah. And you know, some people say no, nobody should touch my rod. Whatever, you know.
My sister
Spiritual
used it.
bullshit for me, but
Yeah, no, my sister used mine and she was getting clear yeses and clear no's. So I don't know. I didn't really feel like it was an infringement.
it is true that not every rod works for us. I mean, I always have that again and again in my workshops. When I have an array of different rods, I take there if somebody doesn't own one and they want to buy one, and they have to test, and it's not always the one they like the best because it looks nice. Sometimes it doesn't work, and it's the wrong, and I just tell them try another one, and that is going on. That can happen.
Well, and then you said with your tensors, they don't last forever, right? Because sometimes these things
No.
fall off and
Yeah, the thing is with those with the spiral, they're very, very sensitive.
yeah.
This is absolutely okay for the beginning and for yes and no. If you start working like me, that where I work with a spell formula and I ask for transformation, and then it will go on like that. Of course, the material will break at one point. But if you're just testing for yeses and nos, it will last for a long time.
So in the future, try and get one without this spiral.
You should try to get one where you can change them,
Okay.
and then you can just buy this steel wire and put another wooden thing on it and just put it back in. So that saves a lot of money.
Yeah, because I saw one for $100 on Etsy and I liked it, but I thought just because we're all starting out, the 30 some odd dollar one was probably best to try it out.
Yeah, I will go into teaching because it's coming massively on me, and I already have 6 people who want to learn the method, and so and the books are ready. Okay, not in English
Teaching
yet, but
more about teaching more about this, or what? Like what?
teaching the whole method. I'm using all the transformations, the root cause testing, and all that stuff, and the
I think it's
method,
fascinating.
all that. Oops,
Yeah.
somebody dropped out.
She put in the chat that she has to meet with a client now. So
okay.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Because I was kind of thinking like that this feels like a stepping stone to more.
Yeah, it can. What you can do, what I really recommend if you want to dive deeper and you practice with your rod, there is already a book about new homeopathy on the English speaking market, and I know that I actually bought them. The books by Laiena Bassols are translated into English, and there's a lot you could do with those, and learn how to inform your water, work with symbols on the body, with plants, so that could be interesting for you. I will share them.
Mhm.
There is 5 different books. The first one is this, I will share. Here, working with the dowsing rod. So there's some basics also, and symbols to heal yourself in your home, about the morphic field, about the resonance principles, a lot of things I also already talked about. And then resonance, let me
Are
see.
you sharing this with us, or is this something where we go online and find it?
This is something you would have to purchase, but
Yeah,
it's
so go to that website.
It's not expensive. So
Sign me
there's
on. Yeah.
the first one is basic about testing, and also the electrosmog symbol and other symbols you can use. And so this is the first one. Probably you won't need that actually, but in the second one, let me see which is the second one. Here. Symbols of Erich Körbler and the vector circle. Here the resonance, what does it mean, resonance and dissonance? For example, if you're the tree will heighten your resonance, it will give you more energy because it's congruent with your own vibration, and it will even heighten the amplitude. And if you are allergic to cats, it will collide with your own frequency. And so you have a dissonance. And then you can work with water transformation and special symbols to get rid of the cat allergy. It worked with my husband, so now I have a cat. There's a lot you can do.
Because
Yeah.
I'm allergic.
Oh,
and my sisters and I were talking about it the other day of how much we don't like animals. We dislike animals a lot. So it's like, oh, this is interesting, that there must be some dissonance.
Yeah. So here's a lot about the resonance dissonance, and then there's the sine curve, and what you do with the sine curve and the Körbler lines, and how to transform things by painting them on the body, like shown here, and what to do with it, with the lines, and how to use this on the body, and also with water transfer to drink the information. And I have described this in the booklet of the transformation code symbols as well, how you use the information in the left hand and the water and transfer the energy, and then make your own medicine. There's a lot you can do with that. It's very interesting. And also with the Y symbol, and also some things about the geopathic things. You can use the crosses to neutralize geopathic lines. And so I would recommend to buy all 5 courses. They are not expensive. I will just give you the link where to buy them. And
courses or books?
Books, and it's they're books, but you can use it like a course. You go step by step and just try and use it. And
is that how you got introduced to this?
I learned exactly this, but not but live.
Oh, I
Of
see.
course, I
Okay.
have the book. I have those books in German. I have all of them. But I bought them in English for the case that I would need them at a point and when I work with clients. So I just bought them once. It's the website is in English as well. And you can buy the ebooks here.
They're only ebooks, right? They're not physical books.
They're ebooks. Yeah.
Okay.
It's here. So the ebooks are you can buy them as ebook or printed. I guess it's 25 euro each. So not too much. That's easy. So if you're interested to go into the method and find out more about the vectors and how to use it, that is something I would recommend.
It would be interesting to learn because I've been learning about electroculture this year to see like the overlap between this and
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like a gateway into much more information that all comes together.
Yeah, I will maybe eventually I will go to teaching online, but first of all I will start teaching the method one-to-one with people on weekend courses, and it's to the whole method it will take I think about 5 weekends at least, because you need to practice and you will, and I don't feel ready to do that online yet, especially not in English.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I would have to translate all the books.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the test lists, I need to do the test lists, of course, but you cannot use the test lists if you don't have a method.
Mm.
I mean, I saw it meanwhile that we had the test lists printed, and they're pretty and beautiful. And we sold several ones already, but that's all for people who have at least one method for transformation. And the method doesn't count. It's not the method. It's just what to do with the root cause you found. And whatever method you have on hand, they really look nice. So it's all in here.
Yeah.
So, but if you test the root cause, like you have the mental level and somebody has a Stockholm syndrome, you need somehow a method to transform this information in the body and in the field of the person. But the method itself is not important. If whatever you can do is right.
Yeah, because it's one thing to identify, but it's another thing to be able to treat it, right?
Somebody left. Yeah, Jody had to leave as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we can meet again. You will practice and find a lot of and write down your questions, and then we just meet again.
Yeah, no, that's great.
It was amazing.
Yes, thank you. If you share the link with me to the recording, I could download the file and upload it to my Vimeo account, so it doesn't have to sit on your Zoom account, and then I can
Oh yeah, I
password
can
protect
do.
it.
Yes, I can do that, and I will. I hope I have all your email addresses, because then I share the PDF
Yeah.
and the Bovis chart.
Okay. Well, yeah, we could even start a separate chat in Telegram too.
Yeah, you could
if
do
you
that
want.
if you have questions or challenges.
Mhm.
You could ask me.
What would we call it?
Dowsing seminar.
Okay. All right, I can do that.
I will just share the PDF with you, and if you find any misspellings or other mistakes, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's very gracious of you to just translate alone for us, so we appreciate that.
All right. Okay, girls. So have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Catherine. That was
You're
amazing.
welcome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So see you soon. We need to have another meeting at some point and I don't know,
Yeah.
meditate a bit. I think it's
Well,
time.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a long while.
Yeah. And time is crazy. I mean, so much going on.
Did you want to stop recording?
Yeah.